Now let us see the answers for all the 100 questions. Let's start with the first question. Which of the following is the method for managing foreign body airway obstruction? Option A, jaw thrust maneuver. B, Heimlich maneuver. C, Epley maneuver. D, Valsalva maneuver. The right answer is option B, Heimlich maneuver is used to remove the foreign body obstruction from the airway. Question number 2. The nurse is caring for a group of clients. On review of the client's medical records, the nurse determines that which client is at risk for excess fluid volume. It is not excess, it is excess of fluid volume. The options are option A, the client with kidney disease, option B, the client taking diuretics, option C, the client with ileostomy, and option D, the client undergoing gastrointestinal suctioning. So which among the following client is prone to get the risk for excess fluid volume? The right answer is option A. The client with kidney disease is prone to develop excess fluid volume. Question number 3. The nurse is caring for a client being admitted to the emergency department with a chief complaints of anorexia, nausea and vomiting. The nurse asks the client about the home medications being taken. The nurse would be most concerned if the client stated that which medication has been taken at home. Option A, digoxin. B, captopril. C, losartan. Option D, furosemide. So which of the following medication taken at home may induce the complaints like anorexia, nausea and vomiting? Option A, digoxin. B, captopril. C, losartan. D, furosemide. The right answer, option A, digoxin. Digoxin may induce the following adverse effects. Question number 4. A parent brings a 4-year-old child to the clinic because the child is no longer able to keep up with the older siblings when playing sports in the yard. The nurse obtains the child's vital signs, performs a physical assessment, and reviews the child's laboratory reports. What should be the nurse's primary intervention? Option A, monitoring a strict intake and output. B, monitoring for a cardiac decompensation. Option C, instituting a contact precautions. Option D, preventing bleeding. So, a 4-year-old child who does not grow with other siblings of his age, when playing in the ground, the nurse found the mother, the parents found the child is not playing very actively. So during the assessment of the vital signs and physical assessment and the laboratory reports by a nurse, so that may be because of the reason the child performances, the nurse should observe for the cardiac decompensation because there may be any abnormality related to the cardiovascular system in the heart of the child. Question number 5. A client becomes frustrated when learning that amputation of a gangrenous toe is being considered. After the client's outburst, what is the best indication that the nurse-client's interaction has been therapeutic? Option A, increased physical activity. Option B, absence of further outburst. Option C, relaxation of tensed muscles. Option D, denial of the need for further discussion. So in this condition, when the therapeutic nurse-patient relationship is to be affected, uh, the symptom which you see in the patient will say that the therapeutic intervention is effective. That will be option C, the relaxation of tense muscles. Initially, the patient gets hostile and outburst, but when the nurse maintaining the good therapeutic nurse-patient relationship, because of the effectiveness of the therapeutic nurse-patient relationship, the patient gets relaxed. So that is evident by the relaxation of tense muscles. Question number 6. Land and Browder chart is used for which of the following conditions? Option A, burns. B, acute abdominal pain. C, fracture. D, head injury. In which condition Lund and Browder chart is used? The right answer, option A, burns. Question number 7. Which of the following should be immediately noted by a nurse in a client who had undergone renal biopsy? Option A, sweating. B, increased urination. C, pain at the back of shoulder. Option D, pain at biopsy site. So the condition which should be immediately noted by the nurse to the client who had undergone renal biopsy, that should be pain at the back of the shoulders. That is very important signs and symptom. The nurse should intervene immediately. Question number 8. Image based question. Name the instrument shown in the image. Option A, C128 tuning fork. Option B, telescopic neurological hammer. Option C, tuning fork. Option D, reflex hammer. So the picture in the image shows option D, reflex hammer. Now move on to ninth question. Arogya Sedu app was formerly called by which name? Option A, COVID app. B, Corona Warrior. C, Corona Kavach. Option D, Corona Dushman. So the Arogya Sedu app was earlier known as option C, Corona Kavach. Question number 10. A client with GERD complains about having difficulty in sleeping at night. What should the nurse instruct the client to do? Option A, sleep on several pillows. B, take antacids. C, eliminate carbohydrates from diet. Option D, suggest a glass of milk before sleep. So in gastroesophageal reflex disorder, when the client is complaining difficulty in sleep because of regurgitation, the nurse can suggest the client to sleep on several pillows at night. Option A is right. Question number 11. To sterilize disposable syringes, the method of sterilization used is option A, infrared radiation. B, gamma radiation. C, ethylene oxide. Option D, ultraviolet radiation. To sterilize the disposable syringe, which method of sterilization is used? Option A, option C, ethylene oxide is right. Option C, ethylene oxide is the used for sterilizing disposable syringes. Question number 12. Which disinfectant is used for handling spills? Option A, 10% of sodium hypochlorite. Option B, 1% of sodium hypochlorite. Option 5, option C, 5% bleaching solution. Option D, 2% of bleaching solution. The right answer, option B, 1% of sodium hypochlorite is used for disinfecting the spills, the blood spills. Question number 13. Prophylactic vaccine vitamin A dose administered to 12 to 59-old month children should be. Option A, 10,000 international unit orally once. Option B, 1 lakh international unit orally every 4 to 6 months. Option C, 1 lakh international unit IM through IM route only one time. Option D, 2 lakh international unit intramuscular every 4 to 6 months. So for a child in 12 to 59 months, vitamin A should be given. The dose and route, that is option D, 12 lakh international unit intramuscular every 4 to 6 months is right. Question number 14. Another image based question. By looking at this image, identify the machine. Option A, glucometer. B, thermal scanner. Option C, fetal heart meter. Option D, baby jaundice meter. So this instrument which you've seen in the images, option D, baby jaundice meter. Question number 15. Another image based question. Name the device in the photograph. Option A, infusion pump combo. Option B, stationary infusion pump. Option C, syringe infusion pump. Option D, twin dual channel infusion pump. So this is very simple syringe infusion pump. Question number 16. Caldwell loop operation belongs to option A, maxillary sinus, B, ethmoid sinus, C, sphenoid sinus, D, frontal sinus. So this surgery is done for the repair of option A, maxillary sinus is the right answer. Question number 17. What is the end stage kidney filtration rate per minute? Option A, 90 ml per minute. Option B, 60 to 89 ml per minute. Option C, less than 15 ml per minute. Option D. Option D, 15 to 29 ml per minute. So it is not greater than, it is less than. The right answer is less than. So the right answer here is less than 15 ml per minute. It is not greater than 15 ml per minute. It is less than 15 ml per minute. Now, question number 18. The male urethra originates at the bladder neck and terminates at option A, bulbar urethra, B, urethral meatus, option C, penile urethra, option D, detrusor muscle. So the male urethra originates at the bladder of the neck and it terminates at the option B, urethral meatus. Question number 19. A client had extensive prolonged surgery. Which electrolyte level should the nurse monitor most closely? Option A, potassium, B, chloride, C, sodium, D, calcium. The electrolyte deficit after a prolonged surgery will be hypokalemia. Option A, potassium. Due to hypokalemia, it should be monitored closely. Question number 20. What is the most likely the underlying physiology of primary enuresis? Option A, psychogenic stress. B, delayed bladder with maturation. C, urinary tract infection. And D, vesicoureteral reflex. The primary physiology behind the primary enuresis is delayed bladder maturation. Option B, delayed bladder maturation is right. Question number 21. Which of the following instruction would be included in a sexually active adolescent preventative teaching plan about urinary tract infection? Option A, wiping back to front. Option B, wearing a nylon underwear. Option C, avoiding urinating before intercourse. Option D, drinking acidic juices. So the preventative teaching plan regarding the urinary tract infection of a sexually active adolescent should be related to drinking any acidic juices. Question number 22 now. So which of the following signs and symptoms are characteristics of minimal change nephrotic syndrome? Option A, poor appetite, proteinuria, edema. Option C, hypertension, edema, hematuria. Option C, hypertension, edema and proteinuria. Option D, gross hematuria, proteinuria and fever. So the characteristic feature of minimal change in nephrotic syndrome will be the poor appetite, proteinuria and edema. Now question number 23. Which of the following should be avoided if the child has hypospadiasis? Option A, catheterization. B, intravenous pyelography. C, circumcision. Option D, surgery. So when the child is having hypospadiasis, we should prevent option C, circumcision. Question number 24. When caring for a child with acute renal failure, which nursing measure requires immediate attention? Option A, serum potassium concentration is excess of 7 milliequivalent per liter. Option B, sodium level of 135 milliequivalent per liter. Option C, transfusion of hemoglobin. Option D, mannitol and furosemide for a urine output of 2 ml per kg per. Question number 24. When caring for a child with acute renal failure, which nursing measure requires immediate attention? Option A, serum potassium concentration in excess of 7 milliequivalent per liter. Option B, sodium level of 135 milliequivalent per liter. Option C, transfusion of hemoglobin. Option D, mannitol and furosemide for a urine output of 2 ml per kilogram per hour. So the immediate nursing measure which I require in this client is option A, serum potassium level, which is excess of 7 milliequivalent per liter. Question number 25. Causes of urinary tract infection due to indwelling catheter is option A, abscess, B, pyelonephritis, C, iatrogenic infection, D, expelled droplets. So, which is the important cause of urinary tract infection due to indwelling catheter? The right answer is iatrogenic infection. Now, let's see the 26th question. Which of the following represents the proper order of personality development according to Freud? Option A, oral, anal, genital, latent, and phallic. Option B, oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital. Option C, anal, oral, phallic, genital, latency. Option D, oral, genital, anal, latency, phallic. So the psychoanalytic theory, the stages arranged in the right order. Option B is the right. Oral, anal, phallic, latency, and genital. Question number 27. All of the following statements adequately describes bulk forming laxatives except option A, the onset of action is 4 to 8 hours. Option B, produces Option B produces much more complete evacuation of constipation than stimulant products. Option C are derived from polysaccharides and resembles fiber, that is bran like mechanism of action. Option D can cause diarrhea if not taken with water. So which of the following statement is adequately describe the laxatives of the actions of bulk laxatives? The right answer is option C. So bulk forming laxatives are derived from polysaccharides and it resembles fibers, that is bran like structure and it that is a mechanism of action. So this statement is very correct related to bulk forming laxatives. Question number 28. The antibiotic which is not appropriate for use as an oral agent in the treatment of recurring peptic ulcer associated with Helicobacter pylori is option A, vancomycin, B, clarithromycin, C, amoxicillin, option D, metronidazole. So which of the following option is right? Which antibiotic is not appropriate to use as an oral agent in the treatment of recurring peptic ulcer? So the right answer is option A, vancomycin. Question number 29. Which of the following is not a feature of the nephrotic syndrome? Option A, peripheral edema. Option B, proteinuria greater than 5 gram per day. Option C, microscopic hematuria. Option D, hypercholesterolemia. So the characteristic feature which is not present in the nephrotic syndrome, that is option D, hypercholesterolemia. Question number 30. A patient with chronic hepatitis C is scheduled for a liver biopsy. Before the procedure, the nurse checks the most recent lab results. Which of the following laboratory test does not assess coagulation? Which of the following laboratory test does not assess the coagulation? Option A, platelet count. B, partial thromboplastin time. Option C, hematocrit. Option D, prothrombin time. So the lab parameter which does not assessing the coagulation factor or coagulation time or anything related to blood coagulation is option C, hematocrit. Question number 31. Which opportunistic disease is on HIV/AIDS at risk for? The patient in HIV and AIDS is risk for which of the following opportunistic infection? Option A, Kaposi sarcoma. B, Ewing's sarcoma. Option C, synovial sarcoma. And option D, fibroblastic sarcoma. The right answer, Kaposi sarcoma is the most common opportunistic infection found in the clients with HIV and AIDS. Question number 32. The healthcare provider is caring for a patient who has septic shock. Which of these should the healthcare provider administer to the patient first? Option A, corticosteroids to reduce inflammation. Option B, antibiotics to treat the underlying infection. Option C, vasopressors to increase blood pressures. Option D, IV fluids to increase intravascular volume. So here the right answer, before that you read the question carefully. So while you care for a patient who has septic shock, so what you should administer to the patient first? The right answer is IV fluids to increase the intravascular volume that need to be done first. Question number 33. When assessing a patient diagnosed with osteoarthritis, the healthcare provider looks for which characteristic of this condition? Option A, decreased grip strength. Option B, bilateral joint swelling. Option C, waddling gait. Option D, joint complaint. So here in osteoarthritis, the characteristic feature of symptom is joint crepitus. Option D, joint crepitus is right. Question number 34. So you see the image here. During a routine physical examination, the nurse auscultates the lungs of a client. What type of lung sound will be auscultated in a healthy client when listening over the area indicated by red X below? So in this area, when you all auscultate, which sound you hear? Option A, vesicular. B, alveolar. C, branchiovesicular. Option D, bronchial. The right answer, option C, branchiovesicular sound is heard when you auscultate in this particular area. Question number 35. In Weber's test, lateralization of sound is disease. In Weber's test, lateralization of sound to disease air indicates. Option A, conductive deafness. B, tympanic deafness. C, sensory neural deafness. Option D, combination of sensory neural and conductive deafness. So in Weber test, we can identify the client is having a conductive deafness. Question number 36. Thailand announces that it has proceeded to test the novel coronavirus vaccine on which animal or bird? Option A, rats. B, pigeon. C, monkeys. D, guinea pigs. So in Thailand, the trial for vaccine on coronavirus is done in the stage with the animal. Option C, monkey. Question number 37. In a study, which cells are found in COVID-19 patients bode well for long-term immunity? Option A, P cells. Option B, D cells. Option C, uh, B cells. Option D, T cells. So, for acquiring immunity against COVID-19, the cell which is producing more, that is Option D, T cells. Question number 38. What happens to a person suffering from COVID-19? Option A. Around 80% of the people will require no treatment as such and will recover on their own. Option B. Around 20% or a small proportion may need hospitalization. Option C. A very small proportion, basically suffering from chronic illness, may need a admission on the intensive care unit. Option D, all of the above are correct. So related to COVID-19, all the statements which is mentioned in the option A, B and C are right. That is the reality at present. Question number 39. Which is the first Indian state or union territory in India to get ICMR approval to conduct clinical trial of plasma therapy to treat COVID-19? Option A, Tamil Nadu; B, Maharashtra; C, Kerala; and D, New Delhi. So the first state or union territory which gets the approval from ICMR to start plasma therapy as a clinical trial to treat COVID-19, that is option C, Kerala, is the right answer. Before New Delhi, Kerala got the permission from ICMR to start clinical trial to treat COVID-19 patient with plasma therapy. Question number 40. Interleukin 2, that is IL-2, is used as an adjuvant therapy for patients with metastatic renal cell carcinoma. The nurse teaches the patient that the purpose of therapy with this agent is to: Option A, protect normal kidney cells from the damaging cells of chemotherapy. Option B, enhance the patient's immunologic response to tumor cells. Option C, stimulate malignant cells in the resting phase to enter mitosis. Option D, prevent the bone marrow depression caused by chemotherapy. So for what purpose the the therapy is given as the chemotherapeutic agent? So here the right answer is option B, to enhance the patient's immunologic response to the tumor cell. Interleukin 2 is given in the adjuvant therapy to the patient who is having metastatic renal cell carcinoma. Question number 41. The term used to describe the enlargement of the heart muscle is known as: option A, cardiomyopathy; option B, cardiomegaly; option C, pericarditis; option D, dextrocardia. The right answer, enlargement of heart muscle, is cardiomegaly. Question number 42. Which information noted by the nurse reviewing the laboratory results of patient who is receiving chemotherapy is most important to report to the healthcare provider? Option A, platelets of 65,000 per microliter. Option B, serum creatinine level of 1.2 milligram per deciliter. Option C, WBC count of 1700 per microliter. Option D, hemoglobin of 10 gram per liter. So in the client who is receiving chemotherapy, the laboratory finding which is needed to be reported to a healthcare provider immediately is option C, WBC count of 1700 per microliter. That is very less amount of WBC count. Question number 43. The peak point of uterine contraction is called: option A, acme; B, declaration; option C, acceleration; option D, axiom. So the peak point of uterine contraction is called option A, acme. Now question number 44. Patient with tumor lysis syndrome is taking allopurinol. Which laboratory value should the nurse monitor to determine the effectiveness of the medication? Option A, serum potassium; B, uric acid; C, blood urea nitrogen; option D, serum phosphate. So in tumor lysis syndrome, when patient is taking allopurinol, The laboratory test to be monitored to determine the effectiveness of the drug is option B, uric acid. Option B, uric acid is right. Question number 45. Community health nurse provides which of the following type of health services? Option A, promotive, B, preventive, C, curative and rehabilitative, D, all of the above. The community health nurses provide all the mentioned services like promotive, preventive, curative and rehabilitative. Question number 46. Skin breaks, abrasions, blisters or shallow fracture, edema and infections are the characteristic features of option A stage 1 pressure ulcer, B stage 2 pressure ulcer, option C stage 3 pressure ulcer, option D stage 4 pressure ulcer. So in which stage of pressure ulcer these signs and symptoms are noticed? The right answer is option B, stage 2 pressure ulcer, which is characterized by breakdown in the skin, abrasion, blister, shallow crater, edema, and infections. These are the common things seen in the second stage of pressure ulcers. Question number 47. Treatment given during intensive phase of category 3 dosis. So option A, B, C, D. So from this you can identify which is the exact treatment regimen for DOS therapy in the category 3. So the right answer is option C, that is 2H or Z3. So this is the prescribed treatment during the category 3 of DOTS. Question number 48. According to Central Birth and Death Registration Act 1969, the event of death should be registered in option A within 3 days, B 7 days, C 14 days, option D 21 days. The right answer is option D 21 days. Within 21 days you need to do the registration for the birth and death. Next question. Disability limitation and rehabilitations are option A primordial prevention, B primary prevention, C secondary prevention, D tertiary prevention. So disability limitation and rehabilitations comes under option D tertiary prevention. Now move on to the 50th question. Comprehensive individualized care provided by the same nurse throughout the period of care refers to option A team nursing, B primary nursing, C home health nursing, option D critical care nursing. The comprehensive individualized care provided by the same nurse throughout the period of care is referred to. The right answer is option B primary nursing. Now let's see 51 question. During the insertion of a rigid scope for bronchoscopy, a client experiences a vasovagal response. The nurse should expect option A, the client pupils to become dilated, option B, the client to experience bronchodilation, option C, a decrease in gastric secretions, option D, a drop in client's heart rate. So when there is vasovagal response due to the insertion of bronchoscopy, the nurse can expect this vasovagal response can cause decrease in the heart rate of the client. Question number 52. Alarm resistance and exhaustion are the concepts related to option A trans theoretical model, option B health belief model, option C general adaptation model, option D sunrise model of transcultural nursing. So this concept is related to general adaptation model. Option C is right. Next question. A client experiencing acute respiratory failure will most likely demonstrate option A hypocapnia, B hypoventilation, C. Hyperoxemia. Option B. Hypercapnia, hyperventilation, hypoxemia. Option C. Hypercapnia, hypoventilation, hypoxemia. Option D. Hypocapnia, hyperventilation, hyperoxemia. So in respiratory failure, the client will likely to demonstrate hypercapnia, hypoventilation, hypoxemia. Question number 54. The device which you are seeing in this image. Option A, LCD projector. B, urine chemistry analyzer. Option C, chemical chemistry analyzer. Option D, CD4 CD8 count machine. So this machine is option B, urine chemistry analyzer. Question number 55. What you are seeing in this image? Option A, clean benches. B, freezer. C, biological safety cabinets. Option D, laminar flow air. So the image shows option C, biological safety cabinets. Question number 56. The device which you are seeing in this image. Option A, platelet incubator agitator. B, BOD incubator. Option C, bacteriological incubator. Option D, vacuum oven. So the right answer is option A, platelet incubator with agitator. Now let's see the 57th question. Among these four images, which one is used to clean the surgical instrument? Option A, you can see the four different images, and the image shows which is used in the cleaning of surgical equipment is of the C. The image C shows the particular instrument used for cleaning the surgical equipment. Question number 58. You are seeing the skull and you are seeing the red color mark in the area. So branch of which of the following arteries is most likely served in the marked red area of the skull? So in this area, which artery is supplying blood? Option A is sphenopalatine artery, B maxillary artery, C facial artery, D ascending pharyngeal artery. So the artery supplying in this area is option B, maxillary artery. Question number 59. In some clients with multiple sclerosis, plasmapheresis diminishes symptoms by removing option A, catecholamine, B, antibodies, C, plasma protein, D, lymphocyte. The plasmapheresis procedure removes which of the following substance in multiple sclerosis so that the symptoms decrease? The right answer is antibodies are removed by the procedure called plasmapheresis. Question number 60. A nurse is teaching a client and his family about the dietary practices related to Parkinson's disease. A priority for the nurse to address is the risk for option A, fluid overload and drooling. Option B, dysphagia and constipation. Option C, choking and diarrhea. So there is only three options here. So the right answer is option either B or D, that is dysphagia and constipation. These are the common complication associated with Parkinson's disease. Question number 61. A nurse is providing care for a client following surgery to remove a cataract from the right eye. In which position should the nurse face the client? Option A, right side lying, B, prone, C, supine, option D, Trendelenburg. So after cataract surgery, the patient is kept in the supine position. Question number 62. A client undergoes a lumbar puncture for a myelogram. Shortly after the procedure, he reports a severe headache. What should the nurse do? Option A, increase the client's fluid intake. B, administer prescribed antihypertensives. Option C, offer roll lenses to the client. Option D, place cooling packs over the lumbar puncture. So in this condition, followed by myelogram, the nurse should administer fluid. That is, increase the client's fluid intake. That is the priority. Question number 63. So what you are seeing here in this image, the cylinder blue in color. Option A, oxygen cylinder. B, nitrous oxide cylinder. C, carbon dioxide cylinder. D, ethylene gas cylinder. So this cylinder is option B. Nitrous oxide cylinder. Blue color cylinder in a hospital indicates nitrous oxide cylinder. Question number 64. Identify the manifestation seen in the picture. The nail of the client shows which manifestation. Option A. Oncytolo- Oncytolomania. Option B. Paronychia. C. Koilonychia. Option D. Onychogryphosis. So among these four, the symptom which is seen here is called paronychia. Option B, paronychia. There is a green color which is evident characteristic feature of paronychia. Question number 65. For which purpose the bottle used? Option A, semen analysis. B, sputum analysis. Option C, CSF analysis. Option D, blood culture. So this particular bottle is used for blood culture. Question number 65. Answer D is right. Question number 66. Another image based question. Cytotoxic or expired drug should be discarded in which color of the bin? Cytotoxic waste and the expired drugs should be disposed on the option D. That is option D, yellow color bin. Question number 67. Humidification of the inspired gas is a standard care of tracheostomy patient. Identify the device used for that humidification. Option A. So this is the device which is used for humidification. The device name option A, thermostat. B, thermovent. Option C, thermobolt. Option D, thermostat. So the right answer is option B, thermovent. Now move on to question number 68. Name the device which you are seeing in the image. Option A, IV infusion set. Option B, blood transfusion set. Option C, photosensitive administration set. Option D, plasma infusion set. So this device is option C, that is photosensitive administration set. Question number 69. You are reading the reading of this monitor. After reading, just tell what is the pulse pressure in the monitor. Option A, 37, B, 39, C, 36. Option D, 40. The pulse pressure, the difference between systolic and the diastolic pressure is option B, 39 is right here. Question number 70. A client with impaired cardiac functioning is at risk during anesthesia induction with thiopental sodium because this drug can cause option A, bradycardia. Option B, complete muscle relaxation. Option C, hypotension. Option D, tachypnea. So thiopental sodium can cause. The right answer is option B, complete muscle relaxation. Question number 71. Radian is the unit of option A, angular momentum. B, light year. C, intensity. D, angle. So the radian is the SI unit of angular momentum. Option A is right. Question number 72. The planets which has no moons. Option A, Venus and Moon. Option B, Venus and Mercury. Option C, Neptune and Uranus. Option D, Mercury and Saturn. The planet which has no moons are option B, Venus and Mercury. Option B, Venus and Mercury. Question number 73. The nucleus contains DNA molecule arranged in bundles called option A, protein. B, gametes. C, cytoplasm. Option D, chromosomes. So the nucleus in DNA molecule which are arranged in bundles, they are called as chromosomes. Option D, chromosomes are right. Question number 74. Which of the following about the plasma membrane is not true? Option A, it is made up of lipid cytoplasm. Option B, it protects the cell cytoplasm. Option C, it is made up of cytoplasm. Option D, plasma membrane is a chromosome. The plasma membrane is a chromosome. So here, which of the following is not true? The not true is option D. It contains most cells DNA. So option D is for the 74th question. The answer is option D. It contains most of cells DNA. Question number 75. During a birth preparation class, a primary gravida client at 36 weeks gestation tells the nurse my lower back has really been bothering me lately. Which exercise would be most helpful? Option A, pelvic rocking. B, deep breathing. C, tailor sitting. Option D, squatting. So for a 36-week gestation mother, the exercise which will be helpful to relieve the lower back pain will be option A, pelvic rocking exercise. Question number 76. A client approximately 11-week pregnant and her husband tells the nurse that he has been experiencing nausea and vomiting and fatigue along with his wife. The nurse interprets these findings as suggesting that the client's husband is experiencing which complication? Option A, Mittelsmers. Option B, Tylism. C, Covert syndrome. D, pica. So if the husband also experiencing the similar symptoms of a pregnant woman during the 11 week of pregnancy, that is called Covert syndrome. Question number 77. A 30-year-old multigravida client has missed 3 periods and now visits the prenatal clinic because she has assumes she is pregnant. She is experiencing enlargement of her abdomen, a positive pregnancy test, and changes in the pigmentation of her face and abdomen. These assessment findings reflects this woman is experiencing a cluster of pregnancy. Option A, that type of pregnancy is option A, positive signs of pregnancy. Option B, probable signs of pregnancy. Option C, presumptive signs of pregnancy. Option D, diagnostic signs of pregnancy. The right answer is option B. These are the signs and symptoms of possible pregnancy. Question number 78. After instructing participants in the birth education class about methods for coping with discomforts in the first stage of labor, the nurse determines that one of the pregnant client needs further instruction when she says that she has been practicing which technique? Option A, guided imagery. B, biofeedback. C, effleurage. Option D, pelvic tilt exercise. So at the early pregnancy, so the during first stage of labor, after the pregnancy education class, if the client is performing the pelvic tilt exercise, that indicates she needs more education regarding handling the pregnancy very safely. Question number 79. A couple is visiting the clinic because they have been unable to conceive a baby after 3 years of frequent coitus. The nurse determines that the couple needs further instruction when they identify which factor is a cause of male infertility. Option A, abnormal hormonal secretion. B, seminal fluid with an alkaline pH. Option C, immunologic factors. Option D, frequent exposures to heat sources. So the right answer, the main cause for male infertility is the option B, seminal fluid with an alkaline pH. Option B, seminal fluid with an alkaline pH is the right answer. Question number 80. Which procedure is not used in chest physiotherapy? Option A, nebulizer. B, flutter. C, percussion. D, positive expiratory pressure. So the procedure which is not used in chest physiotherapy is option A, nebulizer. So here we are seeing the winners of this test series. The first five rank holder. So fifth position secured by Yogesh Prajapat. He got 132 marks out of 200. And here comes the third top rank holder shared by two persons. One is Dibanjali Basu. She got 138 out of 200. And third place is also shared by Neha Kadri. She also got 138 by 200. And second place by FIBA. She got 140 out of 200. And the first place is secured by Ms. Anjali Sharma. She got 142 out of 200. Satu Career 2.0 online nursing channel congratulates all those who got uh, distinct position in our test series. And now let's see the question number 81. This injection is given to the newborn. Which route do you prefer to administer it? Option A, subcutaneous, B, intradermal, C, intramuscular, D, intraosseous. So the injection shown in this photograph, vitamin K is given to newborn and it is administered in the route intramuscular. Option C is right. Question number 82. This suture material belongs to. So it is here Vicryl 3.0. So Vicryl material belongs to option A, synthetic absorbable, B, synthetic non-absorbable, option C, natural non-absorbable, option D, natural absorbable. So this suture material is belong to option A, synthetic absorbable. Now let's see the question number 83. The recommended hand washing time according to WHO to prevent COVID-19 is option A 20 second, B 30 second, C 60 second, D 40 second. The right answer is option A 20 seconds. Question number 84. Gynecological examination at the time of unival speculum positioning. The client should be placed in which position? Option A left lateral position, B right lateral position, C lithotomy position, and D reverse Trendelenburg position. So during unival speculum positioning in during examination of gynecology client, so the client is placed in the left lateral position. Now question number 85. As you measures BP to a patient, the patient complains carpal spasm. Which condition may occur? Option A hyperkalemia, option B hypercalcemia, option C hypocalcemia, option D hypomagnesemia. So there is spelling mistake. It is magnesemia. The right answer during carpal spasm client have hypocalcemia, tetanus, hypocalcemia. Question number 85 answer C. Question number 86. A patient requires nasotracheal suction. The patient is receiving medical treatment for Mycoplasma pneumonia. Select the PPE you would wear for this procedure. Option A gloves and mask, B gloves, gown, mask and goggles. Option C gloves and goggles. Option D goggles and mask. So which PPE kit you like to wear when you care for a Mycoplasma pneumonia client? The right answer is option B gloves, gowns, mask and goggles. Question number 87. One important type of personal protective equipment is a respirator. Which statement is false about a respirator? Option A. A respirator is to be worn at all times when a patient is in droplet precaution. Option B. It is important to be fitted for a respirator annually by your employer. Option C. After donning a respirator, the nurse must perform a seal check. Question Option D. After providing patient care, the nurse will remove the respirator outside the patient rooms. So which of the following statement is false about a respirator? The right answer is option A. A respirator is to be worn at all times when patient is in droplet precautions. Question number 88. During an assessment of an infant, you note that when the infant head is turned to the right side, the leg and arm on the right side will extend, while the leg and arm on the left side will flex. You document this is as what reflex? Option A, rooting reflex, B, sucking reflex, C, Moro reflex, option D, tonic neck reflex. So when you turn the head to the right side, the leg and arm on the right side will extend, the leg and arm on the left side will flex. So this reflex is known as tonic neck reflex. Option D is right. Question number 89. When does the sucking reflex in an infant disappear and become voluntary? Option A for 6 months, option B 2 months, option C 4 months, option D 12 months. The sucking reflex disappear and it becomes voluntary at the age of 4 months. Option C 4 months is right. Question number 90. You note when a 2-month-old is held upright with her legs and feet touching the surface. The infant will appear to be walking on the surface. This reflex is called option A, Bauer crawling reflex, option B, push to walk reflex, option C, Babinski reflex, option D, step reflex. So 2-month old when you held upright with the legs and the feet touching the surface, the infant likes to appear like walking on the surface. This reflex is called step reflex. Option D, step reflex is right. Question number 91. A pre-eclamptic woman baby is lying with her mother. When monitoring vital signs of baby body temperature is low, what you will do for that? Option A, cover the baby and check the vitals after 30 minutes. Option B, punishment to her mother should be given. Option C, separate the baby from mother. Option D, place the baby under radiant warmer. So when the baby is having low temperature, body temperature, when the baby is lying with the mother, what we need to do? We need to cover the baby and check the vitals after 30 minutes. Now, the 92 question. Which part of the mind is associated with practical reality principle? So, in psychiatric, when you study psychoanalytic theory, you can answer this. Option A, id, B, ego, C, superego, D, hyperego. So, practical reality principle is ego. Ego works on the practical reality principle. It works on the pleasure seeking principle, whereas superego works on the moral principles. Now, 93. All of the following viruses are transmitted by respiratory route except option A, rotavirus, B, rhinovirus, C, RSV, option D, influenza virus. So, which virus is not transmitted by respiratory route? The three viruses are transmitted through respiratory route except one. Which one is that? Option D, rotavirus is right. Question number 94. You are seeing a image. So this is a pneumovax. It is a polyvalent vaccine. So the vaccine which is seen in the photograph is consist of option A single species, B more strains of the same species, option C more strains of the different species, option D a single organism is present in this vaccine. So it is a polyvalent vaccine. The answer is it contains more strains of the same species. Question number 95. The coronavirus spreads easily from person to person traveling through the air, enveloped in dash or picked up where a person touches an infected surface. Option A gamma rays, B bacterial follicle, C pollution particle, D viral droplets. So this coronavirus is viral infection and so it will have the viral particle. So option D is right. So it is enveloped in tiny viral droplets. So that is the right answer here. Question number 96. Which of the following is not a common symptom of coronavirus? Option A dry cough, B fever, C rashes, option D shortness of breath. So which is not a uh, common symptom of COVID-19? The right answer is rashes is not a symptom of COVID-19. Question number 97. Most people fall ill 5 to 7 days after exposure, but symptoms may appear in as few as 2 days or as many as how many days? Option A 14 days, option B 12 days, option C 24 days, option D 28 days, option D 21 days. So in COVID-19, the symptoms present for how long? The right answer is minimum 14 days. The incubation period is 14 days. Question number 98. Coronavirus cases in children have been at present how it affects the children. Option A, it is as common as elderly cases. Option B, non-existent. Option C, rapidly rising. Option D, rare as of now, rare as of now. So in children, coronavirus at present, it is very rare. It is very rare comparing to the adolescent, adult and older population. Children are affected very less in number. Question number 99. By maintaining a distance of dash from others, when possible, people may limit the spread of the virus. Option A 6 feet, B 4 feet, option C 8 feet, option D 10 feet. So how much distance you need to maintain social distancing to prevent the spread of this virus? Option A 6 feet. Option A 6 feet is right. The 100th question in this test series is what do doctors suggest as a cure for coronavirus? Option A hot water goggle. Option B alkaline foods with pH level above that of coronavirus. Option C a combination of lemon and bicarbonate discovered to be effective in Israel. Option C there is no cure yet. All of the above are false. So the statement which is true regarding coronavirus treatment cure is option D. There is no cure to coronavirus till now. So all the measures which mentioned in option A, B and C are false. So we have completed the 100 questions in our second test series and next test series will be on we have on 15th August 2020. If you need to take the test series free of cost, you can join in this WhatsApp group with request for the test series. So let's see the answer key of the third test series very soon. So thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and comment about this videos. Also, please subscribe to our channel if you are not yet subscribed. and click the bell icon to get the latest notification of all our new videos. Also, click the videos which you are seeing above and you can watch if you have not yet watched, if you have missed. So stay safe, stay alert. Meet you again in test series 3.0. Take care. Bye bye.